Chapter 12, Meditation. It is in the seat of meditation that we learn to use the mind to rise beyond the mind and realize the truth as our own innermost self. Swami Chinmayananda. The messy mind. You've seen images of tranquil women meditating cross-legged in some quiet sanctuary. You crave for the feeling of peace that those images evoke. But when you try to meditate, hordes of unruly thoughts rise up and take away all chances of finding inner peace. In frustration, you wonder, why can't I meditate? Right now, your mind is a messy jumble of thoughts about your worries, regrets, fears, excitements, and plans. For example, I don't know how I'll finish these reports by Friday. Oh, I shouldn't have rushed to sign that contract. I hope he doesn't get into trouble with those bullies at school again. I can't wait to watch the finals of the match tonight. I hope the weather holds up this weekend. I really need to get those gardening chores done. In addition, your mind is hurt and your ego is bruised through your interactions with people and situations during the day. For example, why did he say that? I wish he would have kept his mouth shut. Why doesn't anyone listen to me? Who does she think she is, bossing me around like that? And so on. There isn't usually time to deal with or express these little hurts as you go about meeting the immediate demands of the day. These hurts build up as anger, anxiety, hatred, and other negative emotions. Naturally, when you sit down to meditate, all those messy thoughts and suppressed emotions come to the surface and disturb you. We all want peace of mind, freedom from all agitations and sorrows. This is because peace and bliss is our essential nature. Our serene self is to be rediscovered in meditation. It is not far away, but present right here and now, behind the mind. Just as a river is made up of a flow of water, the mind is a flow of thoughts. So long as the waters of a river are flowing, you can't see the riverbed, its substratum. Similarly, so long as the thoughts flow, you don't recognize the self, the substratum that is hidden behind the thoughts. How do you get behind them? Thoughts continuously rise up and die away. There is a very tiny silent space between the end of one thought and the rise of another. Ordinarily, the thoughts flow so swiftly, we're not aware of this space. It's like a movie where film frames are laid out serially and played at a certain speed to give the appearance of an unbroken moving scene. If you are able to consciously slow down and reduce the thoughts, you can increase the space between them. The supreme truth, your spiritual essence, is to be realized in the space between the thoughts. Once the thoughts are quieted and you hold your attention steadily in the silent space between them, the self that was already there reveals itself. This idea can be illustrated with a simple example. Imagine standing at a railroad crossing, waiting for a fast-moving train to come to a halt. While it's moving, you can't see the scene behind it. As it slows down, you catch glimpses of the view between the rail cars. When it finally stops and you place your attention between two rail cars, you clearly see the scene beyond. The 3 yogas outlined in chapters 10 and 11 prepare our minds for greater success in meditation. Karma Yoga reduces the quantity of thoughts in the mind. Bhakti Yoga improves the quality of the thoughts by lifting them in love for the divine. And Jnana Yoga moves the direction of thoughts away from worldly matters and concerns and puts it on the self, spirituality, and our spiritual growth. I will now describe the outer and inner preparations for meditation. Outer preparation. There are 5 outer things that can help you prepare for meditation. They are place, seat, posture, sense organs, and time. Place. Creating a dedicated space for your meditation practice and using it regularly trains your mind to automatically become quiet when you go there. Find a place where you can be alone and undisturbed. It could be a special room in your home or just a quiet corner that is not used for anything else but for quiet reading, contemplation, and meditation. Set up a small table as your altar. Cover it with a simple cloth or a shawl. Place a few objects on it that hold a special meaning for you. Use symbols that will help bring peace and inspiration to your mind. These could be spiritual or religious symbols that help you find a connection with nature, God, the prophets, saints, and masters. They could be in the form of photographs, figures, or any other objects. For instance, you could use a cross, an Om, a lotus, a statue of a goddess, or a meditating Buddha. It's also a good idea to light an oil lamp, candle, or tea light at your altar. It will provide a soothing ambience to your practice. Place your personal journal, inspirational quotes, and spiritual books in your sacred space. Make sure that there aren't too many objects on your altar, as they can be distracting. You want to keep your sacred space simple, clean, and uncluttered so as to bring an easy peace to your mind. My meditation space is a small walk-in closet that's about 4 feet wide. There's a shelf with 2 drawers underneath to store my books and journal. Seat. Your meditation seat can be on the floor or on a chair. Use a seat that is not too soft or too hard, firm yet comfortable. If you're sitting on the floor, you can make your own seat using a folded blanket or shawl or a low cushion. Use a seat made of natural fibers such as cotton, as they provide the most comfort. If you need a support for your back, use an armless chair and place a small blanket or shawl on the seat. An armless chair will allow you to either cross your legs or place your feet on the floor. Chairs with arms don't allow you to easily cross your legs, and they may also raise your shoulders if the arms are not the right height for you. This may strain your neck and shoulders. You want to keep your body as relaxed as possible. Posture. If you would like to sit on the floor, cross your legs and place your hands palms up on your lap with your right palm over your left. If you're using a chair, cross your legs, relax your shoulders, and place your hands in the same way as above. If you choose not to cross your legs, keep both feet flat on the floor. Make sure you don't lean back into your chair. You can use a cushion to support your lower back. To stay alert, the mind has to be supported by a proper upright posture. Hold your body firm and steady with your head, neck, and back in a straight line. Try not to move even an inch. Make sure you don't strain any muscles, but stay as relaxed as you can. When you keep your body still, your mind gradually becomes still. Hold this posture for the entire time you are doing your practice. Gurudev used to joke that we start off as exclamation marks and end up as Question marks. Sense organs. Withdraw your 5 sense organs from their usual field of perceptions. Pay no attention to smells entering the nose, sounds heard by the ears, and textures felt by the skin. Don't engage your sense of taste by eating or chewing anything. Lastly, shut out the forms and colors of the outer world by gently closing your eyes. In a relaxed manner and with your eyes closed, turn your inner gaze to the tip of your nose. By giving the eyes a focus of attention, the mind becomes focused. This is because the mind goes to where the eyes are. Time. The spiritual masters of Vedanta tell us that the pre-dawn hours are the best time to practice meditation. They recommend that we wake up between 4:30 and 6. Spiritual practices done at this time yield the best results because there is a stillness and purity in the atmosphere that allows the mind to be easily impressed with positive ideas and habits. If you've gone to bed early enough and are well rested, you will notice that your mind is quietly alert at this time. As you can imagine, waking up this early isn't easy. So instead of implementing a sudden and drastic change to your routine, you can start by going to sleep 30 minutes earlier than your usual bedtime. That way, you can wake up 30 minutes earlier to sit for your meditation practice. Then, try pushing back your bedtime by 15-minute increments every few months until you establish an early bedtime routine. By making the changes gradually, you will increase your chances of maintaining your new routine. Make it a habit to put meditation first. Have your morning cup of tea or coffee or breakfast later. You certainly don't want to check your cell phone or catch up on the latest news before sitting down for meditation. You also don't want to fit your session in just before preparing to leave for work. Your mind won't be relaxed. Give yourself enough time for the mental space you need for your spiritual practice. Although early morning is the preferred time for meditation, you may find that your work and other duties don't allow this. So, find a time during the day when you are not usually tired and things are quiet around you. Once you find this quiet time, don't change it. Make it your regular time for meditation. Inner preparation. Gurudev explains that meditation is a noun and not a verb because it is a specific state of the mind. Once the mind is prepared through the correct outer and inner preparations, it becomes still and quiet. When this inner tranquility is maintained for the right amount of time, you naturally glide into a meditative state. He compared preparing for meditation to getting ready to go to sleep. When it's almost your bedtime, you put aside what you're doing, shut off the TV or computer, change into your pajamas, wash up, brush your teeth, get into bed, and then turn off the lights. These actions can be compared to the outer preparations for meditation, such as coming to your sacred space, preparing your seat, lighting a lamp, sitting in the right posture, and closing your eyes. Equally important to the outer preparations for sleep is the inner preparation. You have to mentally withdraw from all your concerns and hold only one thought. I want to sleep. Then, even if you remember something you have to do, or if the phone rings, you push everything aside. Your one desire for sleep overwhelms all your other desires and concerns. Holding on to it, you naturally fall asleep. It's the same inner process for getting into meditation. You turn your mind's attention away from the outer world, your body, mind, and intellect, and place it on the self. You hold only one thought, the desire to know the self. Maintaining the inner stillness, you naturally slip into meditation. Meditation is an effortless awareness of your true nature. Just as trying to sleep is not called sleeping, all your efforts at getting to this peaceful abidance in the self are not called meditation. Effort is applied to get to this state. But once you get there, no more effort is required. Remembering this will help you understand the difference between consciously maintaining a peaceful state of mind and spontaneously moving into meditation. Gurudev describes the state of meditation as a new dimension of consciousness. It is a higher state of consciousness that is different from the waking, dream, and deep sleep states that you go through every day. Here are 5 ways to mentally prepare yourself for the shift of consciousness into the meditative state. Firstly, put aside all concerns. Resolve with determination to not allow your mind to be distracted by any concerns associated with the roles that you play in your life, such as daughter, son, mother, father, employer, employee, householder, business owner, community volunteer, and so on. While on the seat of meditation, mentally renounce all these roles and see yourself only as a seeker of peace, the self, or supreme truth. Secondly, be serious about your practice. Tell yourself that you will not open your eyes, move even a little, touch anything, or respond to any outer sounds or smells. I will not move or allow anything to distract me, no matter what. My meditation practice is more important than any other task right now. Thirdly, have no anxiety for any specific gains. Don't have expectations of experiencing anything extraordinary, such as seeing lights, hearing sounds, or gaining any psychic abilities. These expectations distract your mind from the present moment and agitate it. Although advanced meditators do experience these things, it's important to remember that they are only byproducts of your meditation practice and not the real goal of meditation. The self is the real gain and goal. Just let go and simply be. Fourthly, keep the mind calm. You can do this by following the preceding 3 points, which are putting aside your concerns, being serious about your practice, and having no anxiety for any specific gains. Then, keep your body absolutely still and observe your breath. The 5th and last inner tweak that'll help you in preparing for meditation is contemplate on a symbol of the divine. Gaze at your spiritual or religious symbol. Humbly invoke its grace and blessings so that you may be able to check the wanderings of your restless and unsteady mind. Duration and frequency. Duration. You don't have to commit to meditating for long periods of time. Tell your mind that it has to be still only for a few minutes. Your mind is more willing to cooperate with you if it knows its commitment is only for a short time. When you first start your meditation practice, you can sit down for about 5 to 10 minutes. You can then gradually build up your practice to about 30 minutes per day. Your goal is not to lengthen the time of your practice, but to increase the depth of silence in the mind. A word of caution. Meditation is an advanced spiritual practice. Enduring success comes very slowly and gradually over many months or even years. It's not a good idea to rush into it and sit for long periods of time simply because you enjoy the peace that comes with it. If your mind is not prepared through the disciplines of karma, bhakti, and jnana yoga, meditation can bring up many suppressed emotions and memories that you're not ready to handle. This can make you depressed, angry, or overwhelmed. You may give up your practice altogether. So, make sure to support your meditation practice with the other 3 yogas. Also, always invoke divine grace with genuine feelings of devotion and surrender at the start of your practice. Following these important tips will make certain that your spiritual progress is steady and sure. Frequency. Resolve to sit for meditation daily. If you can't manage this, then start with just the weekends, then 3 times a week, then 5 times, and finally, every day. If you miss a day, make sure you get right back to your routine the following day. Be businesslike about your commitment to your daily practice. Arrange your schedule around this important discipline. Regularity is the key to your success. The rewards. Don't let the difficulty in quieting your mind discourage you or make you give up. Consciously taking your mind away from its usual concerns, even for a few minutes, can help to recharge and revitalize it. There are many rewards along the way. Your attempts to distance yourself from your thoughts will bring you a greater poise in life. Things that used to bother you won't disturb you as much. It will be easier to let things go and move on. Even if something does shake you up, you will have a better ability to bounce back. You won't stay down and depressed for days or weeks like you may have before. Conflicts within your own mind will taper off as you gain more clarity and ability to stay centered on your values and priorities. Positive qualities that lie within you will begin to blossom. Your concentration will be enhanced, and with that, you will find a greater ability to focus on achieving your everyday goals. You will depend less on things, circumstances, and people for your sense of well-being, and therefore, you will become happier and more peaceful. Having a sincere desire to calm your mind is to be commended. The mind is a subtle inner instrument and much harder to control than the body. When you take on a sincere and regular practice of calming the mind, you are surely on the right path. In fact, there are no real pitfalls. Every attempt brings you closer to unfolding the beauty of your divine self. The process of meditation. Here is a sample guided meditation. Sit down in your sacred space and light a lamp or a candle. Look at the divine symbol on your altar and turn your attention to whom or what it represents. Seek the blessings of your chosen form and dedicate your practice to it. Hold your head, neck, and back in a straight line. Place your hands on your lap with your right palm over your left. Slowly close your eyes. Mentally give up all your roles and concerns and see yourself solely as a seeker of peace or truth. Resolve that you will keep your body very still and not allow anything to distract your attention. Tell yourself that there is nothing more important right now than your daily appointment with yourself. Keep your mind free from any expectations. Bring your attention away from any smells and sounds around you. Turn your inner gaze to the tip of your nose without straining your eyes in any way. Observe your breathing. Simply notice the breath. Don't change it. Be aware of the cool air entering your nostrils and the warm air leaving as you exhale. Now consciously slow down your breathing. Breathe in deeply. Hold the breath in momentarily and then slowly exhale. Hold the breath out momentarily. Now breathe in again. Hold the breath in for a second or two. Breathe out and hold the breath out for a second or two before inhaling again. Maintain this slow, deep breathing throughout your practice. Next is a technique called thought massage. It involves releasing muscular tension in your body with your mind. Staying still, you will bring your attention to each area of the body from the head to the feet and consciously relax the muscles there. Top of the head, forehead, the muscles around the eyes, your cheeks. Gently part your lips and relax your mouth and jaw. Relax your neck, shoulders, upper arms, forearms, hands, chest, abdomen, upper back, mid-back, lower back, the whole back, hips, thighs, lower legs, and feet. Feel your whole body relaxed. Continue to breathe slowly and deeply. you will notice that your mind is much quieter. Enjoy the silence without initiating any new thoughts. When thoughts come up, stay calm. Focus on keeping your body and breath steady. Let the thoughts come up and die away on their own without engaging with them. It's as if you are standing on your balcony, watching a thought parade. To keep the mind focused and positive, mentally repeat Om. Synchronize it with your breathing. Breathe in and chant Om. Breathe out and Breathe in Om. Breathe out and Continue chanting mentally like this on your own. Now taper off the mental chanting so there is only silence. You are now ready to end your practice. Place your palms together. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Vigorously rub your hands together. Place your warm palms over your eyes. Now relax your hands. Gently stretch and move your body. Open your eyes and smile.